So, I just saw Les Mis for my 4th time 4 days in a row.
Les Miserables.
He's crazy.
The Underdog.
Yay!
Is that what that means?
Thank you. Thank you.
What that means.
I'm so glad that you came up with that fun fact. I've got another fun fact for you. Did you know that two out of the 3 people Hitler dated killed himself?
We're even.
Yay!
We're even.
Yay, we're back.
Let's talk about this movie.
Yeah, let's talk about the
Like
movie.
this.
So, what did you like about it?
We'll start with Arnold.
What did you like about it, Arnold?
I thought it was good.
Well,
The
okay, yeah,
singing-
but what did you like about it?
I liked how it was good.
I like the singing.
The singing,
I
sang
like the
songs.
music.
the singing was good. I really did like it. I liked the characters. Amanda Seyfried is hot as always.
Well,
And,
yeah, but
you
that
know,
doesn't make the movie good.
Cops me at the
yeah,
bar.
yes, it does.
Or number 3. Just saying.
Or guillotine sweeper.
Yeah, I was gonna say guillotine sweeper. I saw him today. I leaned over to Hannah and I was like, "It's my favorite character," and she goes, "Javert,
It
no
did.
guillotine sweeper."
It did seem like that. I mean, it was good, but for a split second, I was really thinking to myself, like, man, this is a long-ass movie.
I've actually thought the same thing.
It's a little bit long for what it should be.
But for the most part, it didn't interfere with me liking the movie.
Yeah? I don't know, man. If I want to see a 3-hour epic, I feel like it should be Lord of the Rings.
And Russell Crowe's singing was kind of...
But I liked
Okay, so
the
you
singing.
think that.
I
I'm
like
not the only one that thinks
Well,
Russell
I
Crowe's
liked
singing
it.
was subpar.
I liked it, but it's just he sounded a little awkward.
Yeah, he sounded like
2,
he
4,
was,
6, 1.
he sounded like he was trying to border the bridge between, like, singing and talking.
Mm.
And to be honest, I told you this before, I didn't know that was Sacha Baron Cohen when I first saw him.
Well, I mean, Sacha Baron Cohen, little known fact, I'm one up on you now. He started in the opera before he actually started acting. So he has the musical chops. He just...
Well, I knew he had musical chops.
He's
He
known
was in
for
Sweeney Todd.
Borat. Well, yeah. That's again, that goes back to his opera roots. That's why he.
Borat's something I wish I could forget.
Think of something we all wish we could.
What
Forget.
did you hate about the movie?
The English accents.
Have you seen any film version of Les Mis? Even
Yeah.
the non-musicals.
I didn't.
Yes.
Liam Neeson didn't have a French accent.
That didn't
Okay,
get
but
in
he
the
didn't
way
have an
for me,
English
really.
Huh?
He didn't have an English accent.
Oh yeah, he did.
Well,
Oh, we're gonna go back
No,
and watch
we're
Les Mis,
not.
the '98 one.
No, we're
Yeah,
not.
we are. You'll see Liam Neeson and the guy that plays Pirates of the Caribbean. What's his name?
Jeffrey Rush.
Yeah.
well, Derek, what did you like or not like about the movie?
I don't like the English accents. It takes place in France. It's not England. With the accents.
I liked the character development as far as Cosette's mom, Anne Hathaway, or played by Anne Hathaway. I can't remember her name.
Fantine.
I knew it started with an F.
Fantine.
Oh. Gypped. The freaking soundtrack does not have the Pretty Lady
It doesn't.
song.
How
That
else
was
am I
bad.
going to? How else am I going to have music?
We were
play?
listening to it the other
When I
night.
go to
We were trying to
pick up
find
my
it, and it wasn't on there. Continue.
That's so unfortunate. Thank you for letting me have a voice. I believe Christian and I, we noticed some small inadequacies during the barricade scene, right?
Penises.
Thank you for letting me have an opinion.
No, I'm letting you have an opinion. I'm saying.
What do you mean
When the little boy died, it showed him and his eyes were open, and then it panned
cuts
over.
away for a second.
Yeah, for like
and
1
then cuts
second.
back.
Yeah, I saw that today actually.
And he's like, oh wait, my eyes should probably be closed. So
Well, people die with their eyes open.
Yeah, but they don't instantly close.
right,
like
they
the
don't
second
instantly
time.
close their eyes. They lose control of their body.
I was about to say, yeah, I saw that today because I looked for it.
But that being said, like, I can't take anything away from that kid. That kid put on a hell of a performance.
Honestly, I usually fucking hate child actors.
But he did a
And I
damn good
really
job.
liked him.
He did
Like,
a damn good
honestly,
job.
out of all of the cast, I think not really that he played his character the best, but he was definitely up there.
I think he
I don't know.
showed the spirit of the rebellion the best.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
Out of, like, all the
okay,
leaders
compare him.
and everything.
Go back and watch Phantom Menace and look at that little fucker, and then go back.
We can't compare those, though. We can't compare those.
Qui-Gon, my mother is dead.
Also, I'm pretty sure the child actor in Les Mis
I'm sorry, if you're gonna get a kid.
Okay, Chris, how do you officially pronounce it?
Les
title.
Miserables.
Les Miserables?
Yes.
I just had a...
Miserables.
Yeah,
Okay.
Les Miserables.
Because I've never been able to say that. Continue.
Back to what I was saying. I think the child actor in Les Miserables was a lot older than the child actor in Phantom Menace. But that's just a
No, he's 12.
And the one in Phantom Menace was 8, wasn't he?
Are we talking about
Well,
Star
even if
Wars?
you're talking about that, Isabel,
I'm just saying.
whatever her last name. Actually, she was 10.
Obviously, a
The one that
12-year-old's going to be able
one
to
that played-
Young Cousin.
Yeah, one that played young cousin.
No, she was really good.
She was 10. She was really good.
I
I was about to say, like, when it came to child actors, for once I wasn't peeved. And I'm usually peeved easily.
Okay,
Because they always get kids that can't act, and I don't understand the fact, yeah, they're kids, but still, it's like the terrible trend of the 90s. Remember all those shitty-ass child actors?
Well, thankfully, we're not in the 90s anymore. We have movies like Les Mis.
Thank goodness, even though skateboarders haven't realized that yet. It's dead.
What about
I'm sorry, skateboarders, it's dead.
What about Amanda Bynes?
You mean Amanda Seyfried?
No, I mean Amanda Bynes.
Seyfried.
Oh,
Amanda Bynes was hot in the 90s, and now she
she retired. 'Cause
gets
has a
DUIs
career.
and forgets her panties.
No, she doesn't. That's Lindsay Lohan.
That's Anne Hathaway. That happened to Anne Hathaway.
Hey!
What did?
We're going off
There was
on
a photo
terrible
taken
tangent.
of
No,
her
it's okay,
without
it's whatever.
underwear.
This is
She
how we
forgot her
say it.
underwear?
Anne Hathaway did.
To what?
I'm going to Google that later.
I'm gonna Google Hathaway pussy.
You might just get a picture of her cats.
Oh,
Or
sweet.
her as Catwoman.
That is one furry cat.
Anyways, back to the freaking movie. How did you like the music?
Spot on.
I mean, it wasn't the greatest singing that I've heard, but I liked it.
Not just the singing though, like the I felt like
Wait, you mean the instrumentals?
anything, the all of
The
it.
fucking instrumentals is like the fucking best part of the entire show.
What was the whole thing?
Right.
Like, I don't know.
I thought it was really
When it-
good. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, the music's fucking epic. Especially like when he tears up the note. With the intro there, that sounds fucking epic. The last
I'm no
last
expert.
song sounds good.
I'm no expert in music. I mean, I don't really know what's good and what's bad, but I thought it
Well,
was
yeah,
really
but you
good.
know what makes you feel like, oh man, this is awesome.
Well,
or,
then that
oh, man,
did.
this is lame. So there was not a single song in the song or in the.
I thought
movie
the
for
songs
you.
were unforgettable. Like, I don't remember any of them.
I
Oh,
remember Anne
There's
Hathaway.
one we
singing.
remember.
The Master of the House.
Master of the House.
Because you've been singing it all day.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's why we've been singing it all day.
No, okay, you cannot tell me that Anne Hathaway's performance. her
One
solo-
more day.
Thank you, Arnold.
Another
Was-
day, another destiny.
Let's let Derek continue.
Okay.
You cannot tell me that that was not the best song as far as portraying character development and emotion.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
yeah, that's gotta be.
Yeah.
It wasn't my favorite.
It's
song,
gonna be
though.
her first Oscar for sure.
I
Whether
mean, I agree
with
with
me
you.
or
It wasn't my favorite song, but I
How
thought
was
it
it
was
not
really
your
good.
what
It was-
in the movie was?
I mean,
better
it's not
than
my
that?
favorite song in the movie. I mean,
Which one was
but
better?
I like
honestly,
Except for the Revolution song.
I like
that
the
was
one that
kinda
the little boy sings. I don't remember.
Yeah, yeah. I think we're
Which
thinking of
one?
something Like the
I really
Revolution
like the
song.
one we listened to. At the end of the day,
I mean, that's the thing. Is like
when it shows the people in Paris.
the fact
Yeah,
that all
France,
these,
I don't
the
know.
fact that
Yeah,
all the
that song's
songs,
good as well.
the fact that all the songs end up stringing together anyway, it makes it really hard for me to pick one because there's bits and pieces of every song in every song, especially in the bridges between things. Like "Empty Chairs and Empty Tables" has some of the same tunes and stuff that you hear earlier.
Yeah,
Or
see,
Gaspers
that's
and
kind of
Down.
what bothered me so much about the music.
And that's what I like about it because I think it makes it
I mean,
all
every
flow
musical's going
together
to
a lot better.
repeat like chords, you know, to get that transitional feel, like progression, you know. Like Sweeney Todd did the same thing, but I feel like Sweeney Todd also cut back on it a lot more than Les Mis did, which, in my opinion, made Les Mis' music a little bit subpar. Just a little bit.
But you're talking about "I Dream a Dream," right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, that one was really.
And
good.
even the Look Down song, which irritated the piss
I
out of me.
really love that song.
Down.
I wasn't a fan of the
Sure
singing of Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman was a good singer in every song other than that. I didn't like his singing performance.
Well, yeah, but okay, honestly,
And
I
then
don't really,
Big ship.
I can't really blame Hugh Jackman for that because number one, they filmed all the singing live, and he was like pretty much chest deep in water and getting gallons of it thrown
Oh
on
yeah,
him.
yeah. I mean, I can understand that it's not gonna be like pitch perfect, you know.
Yeah,
But I mean, then you had Russell Crowe do his normal "I'm going to look like I'm singing, but sound like I'm speaking to you" type thing, and that just ruined it off the get-go for me. Like they could have picked a better song to open on. I feel like.
honestly, if they would have picked any, I wish they would have picked the one from the 25th anniversary, but they couldn't do that because he's black. No, I mean, it wouldn't work. It's like, what, 1815 to 1832.
But France, it's not.
Well, yeah, but still, I mean, there wasn't slavery in France for the African Americans at that time.
That's what I'm saying. So
but at the same time, pretty much African Americans worldwide were considered
inferior.
subpar.
Right.
They wouldn't be like.
They wouldn't. I mean, yeah, okay. He could be in the army. I'm not going to tell you. He couldn't. He could have easily been a soldier. But I mean, Inspector Javert, like head of the army. No.
Speaking of Javert, this just popped in my mind. How did you feel about him jumping off the bridge?
That was funny. I couldn't laugh.
I like when I heard the crunch.
Yeah, I couldn't buy into the emotions behind the reason he was doing it. Like
the reason that he did it.
No, I get it. Like when he was singing, but as soon as he jumped, I was like, nope, can't believe it. This is silly.
I didn't find that funny. I found that like
it was funny.
It was done so like.
Comedic.
Yeah, exactly. Like
and then it's like, and then it shows his dead body floating away, like it was cartoonish.
Yeah, it was incredibly cartoonish.
I don't know. It looked like Aragorn's
like
body.
Wile E. Coyote.
Thank you for pronouncing it correctly.
When it floods down the river, I mean that's what it looked like.
In a different context, though, because I mean he was floating in an urban area, whereas Aragorn was in a woodland.
Well, yeah, but it was in the canal.
Yeah. I really think that we're just circling each other.
I don't know. I didn't think it was funny.
I mean, yeah, I
understood why he did it.
I did find that. Well, yeah, I mean.
I mean, they made that clear with the song, but as soon as he took that jump, it like completely took the believability of it away.
I like it.
I thought it was also
in my opinion. I shouldn't say.
Like early in the movie, he was walking along that bridge, like the very edge of it, and it's like, why would you do that?
Well, probably because he does it all the time.
Yeah, he's pretty comfortable.
Oh, where's Javert? He's up there singing again. I don't know what
he's like. No, he's like,
shit.
He doesn't even look down at where he's walking. He's just looking straight forward while walking.
Well, I think that was. I noticed that too, but I think that was for a sense of superiority.
I talked about this with you.
Plus, you wouldn't have gotten an epic shot of the cathedral.
Okay, I talked about this with you. Well, after we saw it.
Plus, I mean, I think that makes his solo a little bit more epic. Because, I mean, if he was just, like, standing on the balcony like, oh, yes, look at me, singing my song. Yes.
I mean, he still could have been walking on the
on the rail. Honestly, I think it's just for a cinematography.
Yeah. Shows you how much of a badass he is.
Yeah, no, I mean...
Just like, fuck you, gravity.
It's a sense of superiority. Like, it was displayed pretty well.
As you're saying...
What I was trying to say is, like, I know it's a musical, but it seems like there's parts where they shouldn't be singing. It's like when he's being chased by Javert, and him and Cosette are being chased,
and then
he got away. Then they start singing, and he's like, wait, he's over there, go get him, I hear him singing.
Yeah, they were in the courtyard, and he's like, be quiet, and then right after he said that, he starts singing.
And then when, what's her name? I mean, Jean Valjean is singing to Marius while he's sleeping. Mm-hmm. I kept waiting for Marius to go like, wake up, shut up, I'm trying to sleep.
That's what I was going to put in less miserable. All the soldiers pissed at him for singing. But I mean, that was him praying, but it was out loud. Because I mean, if he was just standing there like...
Speaking of those two interactions, Jean Valjean and Maurice, what did you think of that last little scene where he died and went away to be with?
What did he die of?
I really don't know. Depression.
CMD, Convenient Movie Death Syndrome.
There you go. That's exactly what it was.
But he pretty much just died of old age.
Right. That's what.
Or he probably pulled the whole Padme thing, lost the will to live.
Yeah.
If that can even happen.
Because I mean.
But then again, I also said swimming in that sewer probably didn't help.
Oh yeah.
Because you could bring up the same argument about Fantine. But
she was raped to death.
I was gonna say she was in terrible conditions for a long, long time.
Well, yeah, but I know getting raped. I'm gonna stop talking now before I make people mad. I was gonna say getting raped doesn't exactly kill you.
Yeah,
it could, but I'm saying he didn't look like he was being aggressive. He was being rather gentle and passionate.
Chris is an expert in rape.
I'm an expert in rape.
Stop while you're ahead.
If you need a good raping, call me at my number 555-I-RAPE.
That's not enough.
I'm kidding. That's not a number. It's I rape you.
There you go. The letter, not the word. But no, I really...
Because we're cool.
Yeah. Okay.
I say you, the letter.
Anyways, the scene where
right.
he walked to Fontaine. Like, I really like that scene.
Fontaine!
Do you have anything
No, keep going. I want you to...
Okay. Do you want me to struggle?
Oh my
I'm done making my point. I really thought...
little boy.
I like that scene. That scene was one of the most memorable in the movie. Almost the very end. No, the very end.
What about the scene
with
the
very
Santa?
end.
Oh yeah, that was the best.
It was the best fucking thing I've ever seen. Santa riding a box with his pants down, getting drugged by.
Does that count as a Christmas movie? I was thinking that when I watched
it. It does.
No.
There's snow and there's Santa. And there's orgasms. All three of which have to be in a Christmas movie.
So the Grinch isn't a Christmas movie?
Orgasms are a new addition.
No, the Grinch is a Christmas movie. Grinch just has silent orgasms. And that's why his heart grew. That was him orgasming. That's why...
I see.
Childhood.
Closing notes time, maybe? Closing notes?
Not yet.
I thought the transitions were choppy. And it was...
Transitions between what exactly? Characters?
Between the time periods, like the time periods and the different characters.
I kind of wish they would have given...
I thought the transitions between the time periods worked well, because, like I said, the first transition to the second time period took place when I followed the piece of paper, and it goes, whoop.
Yeah, I thought that was
and it went down, and then there was the other one. The next time that it transitioned was the cross. It zoomed up on the cross of the church or whatever, and then went down, and it was at the Palace of Versailles.
Yeah.
Versailles.
It couldn't have been Versailles.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I thought
Versailles is not in the city.
Versailles wasn't in the city.
They were in Montreal, weren't they?
No. I thought that too.
Montreal's not in France.
I was going to say...
No, they were in Montreal at some point.
No, I said Montreal. It's like an England, but New England type.
Spelled the same way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That wasn't the palace. That was just General Lamarck's house.
Yeah. I was confused
with
that.
I
was confused with that part because it said like Montreal or Montreal.
Yeah, it said Montreal.
Okay,
and it was like 1836.
I know it was about the June Rebellion, but I wish they would have given a little more insight about.
Well, I mean, there's not really much information. Okay.
I guess. Well, it's kind of obvious that they're.
I was about to say. I would explain it, but it's really only like a couple paragraphs.
Well, I guess
look it up on Wiki.
I guess they're not peasants because it's 1830s, but they're like the poor people
of
France are being mistreated by the new king, which I checked was like Philippe Louis or whatever, the last true king of France.
The things that I didn't like.
Yeah, so let's hear, because I was pretty sure that you loved absolutely everything about the movie.
Well, I mean, even though I love the movie, it's not perfect.
At the end of the day, the movie is terrible.
Here's one of the things that really pisses me off every time I see it. That one scene where it's I'm trying to think of the name of the song. Anyway, it's a red, the color of the blood, black, the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Their little rebellion thingy song, pre-rebellion song. I hate when he's like, oh, I'm in love. And that one guy's like, oh, yes, a real Don Juan. And I'm like, No. Why? Why? No.
Let's just get
some
bad accents. I'm telling you.
Juan. No.
Don Juan was before that, wasn't it?
He's talking about Don Juan.
That's what I thought. So, yeah, I'm just saying that's bad accents.
I don't know if...
The actor...
I don't know.
Didn't, articulate very well.
The actor seemed pretty damn confident. It wouldn't surprise me if he's like, yeah, it's Don Juan. That's how I've always pronounced it.
Is that the only
And the director didn't have the heart to tell him,
yeah, that cannot
hey,
be
Tommy, hate to tell you this, but your life's been a lie. That J is silent. What? And then he would have jumped off a bridge and sung a song before him. And it would have had a cartoonish crunch.
Anyways, that cannot
I like the musical when he dies, because he dies on the note. Oh, as he
You're talking
falls.
about the rebellion leader?
No, Javert.
Oh.
I was going to say, I like his death in the musical better, because he's just like, wheel to go, and then as he jumps, he says on. So then he's like going, until it's cut off by him hitting the damn water. Or pavement.
So is that the only complaint you
have?
That
can't be the only complaint.
No, the other complaint is against Tom Hooper.
So there's two. There's not
the directorial bastard. There's one fucking scene pisses me off more than anything. And if you watch it, it's right after Marius is away. No, it's after Empty Chairs at Empty Tables. Right after that, There's
than
this
song.
There's this.
Oh, you've gone on about this.
There is this scene, and everything's all fine and dandy, going along as usual, and then there's this one fucking Dutch angle that just jars you completely out of the movie. Completely. And it's just like fucking Jean Valjean and Marius standing in a white room, but like tilted like it's a sinking ship. And I'm like, what the fuck is with this Dutch angle? And it's only for like 3 seconds. It's not like it had any relevance to anything whatsoever. There's no point to have it. It's completely retarded, and
They did it towards the beginning, too.
well, yeah, but at least then it wasn't after you got into the movie. Oh, okay, I'm here with this character. No, I'm not.
Did you remember that? I didn't remember that at all. Like, it didn't.
It popped out to me every single time.
It must not have taken me out of the movie too much. Because at that point, I didn't like Mark.
I always find myself going, The other.
I do remember tilting my head at one point. I don't remember what part.
I liked
It would have had been at that part.
I liked the, like, little love triangle. But not because it was, like, powerful or emotional, just because it was kind of funny. Because it's like you have Ebony, and it doesn't matter, and she's in love with the Marius guy,
right.
and she's literally being like, you know, SOS,
Yeah.
I love you, over here, take me, I want to bang you.
Oh, Ebony, you're such a good friend.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that lovely lady over there.
I've never
Of
felt
course.
love until today.
Of course, you know, if
Oh.
Cosette looked like Amanda Seyfried, I'd probably do the same thing, but, you know.
I don't know. Thank you, Sammy. We bore him.
And yes, Samantha Barks is hot. I just think Amanda Seyfried is a little better.
Okay,
I've
well,
seen
let's
her
take
in
a shallow
several
level
things.
out of it. The character played by Samantha Barks, you said, right?
Yeah.
It was probably a lot more hard to love than because like even though he had just like seen her at a passing glance, you know, she clearly had some family problems, which by the way could not stand at the very end that Helena Bonham Carter and Sacha Baron Cohen did not even care that their daughter had died. They're just like,
That's the whole point of their characters.
the what?
That's the whole point of their characters.
They probably didn't even know.
Yeah,
No, they
they
didn't.
had them know. They had
In the
them.
book, Gavroche is their son.
See, it's been a while
Who's
since I
that?
read the book.
The
Gavroche
kid.
was the kid.
Oh.
They didn't care about. Actually, if I remember correctly, all their kids died at the barricade, and
I did love the little...
and not a single fuck was given that day.
I did love the little reprise of the two characters at the very end.
Yeah, I do like that, especially.
When they're being
I don't
thrown
know.
out of the house.
Yeah.
I like all the moments they show up because if not, it would just be one giant miserable
Those two are really...
mess.
I didn't think that was needed. After
Let me ask you something.
Well, no,
Do you
but
think, did they remind you of sort of Jesse and James from Pokemon?
Oh,
Yeah,
Just because,
actually.
you know, they're really very flamboyant characters, and they wear costumes all the time, and they're, you know, really devious and stealing things.
Yeah.
It's
And
perfect.
they're terrible at it.
Yeah.
They always get caught and always get in trouble.
but the thing is that they didn't get caught in their first song at all.
No. Well, yeah. I mean, they had done what thieves should do: steal at their own base, not go where they can't control
Oh, you're crazy.
action.
For more thieving tips, call Derek at 1-800.
I'm not a thief.
I steal you.
I steal you.
That's the letter U, because Derek's hip.
And that's steal
Joke
too
was
easy.
stupid.
Throw it away.
The other thing, there was one other
What
thing
that you hate, or that you dislike, rather?
that I didn't like. I think there was another thing. Huh.
My popcorn ran out less than halfway through the movie, and I had to go back and get more. Missed part of the movie because of it.
The first time I saw, actually,
Ebony.
I was going to tell that story about a train line.
What I just said.
No, the first.
When I
First
first
time I saw
heard
the
her name, Ebony, I thought
Ebony.
it was Ebony, like, you know, Ebony. And it's like, that's
Ebony
not
and
a French
Ivory.
name.
I actually thought that too. I was like,
And
what
then
are they getting at?
And then I saw how it was spelled, and I was like, that looks French. Ebony.
Epone.
Epone.
E-pony.
Cosette.
Epone 9. Epo 9.
Anyway,
That's a
Master
German.
of the house.
That's une de miserables. I don't know what that would be in German, so. It's not as good as Los Miserables.
Der Wiener Schnitzel.
Inder, Sunken Krakengeschmeier.
Back to the movie.
Back to the movie. Oh, we're talking about a movie. What about the movie?
Yes. I mean, do you have any closing thoughts? I think we've covered all
Okay.
the bases.
Rating, Chris?
Yeah.
10 out of 10, easily. I give it an 11 out of 10. It's the best
Why?
movie.
You just pointed out some very serious flaws with it.
What were the serious flaws?
The
The one
serious-
Dutch angle, and then
They use
The
that
one
multiple
mispronounced name.
Times, though. They use that multiple times though.
actually, now that I think of it, Don, Juan, and that Dutch angle,
Were necessary.
I give it 0 stars. 2
Okay.
thumbs down. Do not ever see this film. Ever. Sucks.
For those of you that don't understand sarcasm,
Dang it, I need a sarcasm subtitle.
what about you?
Sarcasm.
8.5 out of 10, probably.
Okay, you go next because I don't want to say mine yet.
I'd probably give it a solid 9 out of 10.
So Hannah and I are really the only ones that gave it a 10 out of 10.
Only perfect movies get 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Absolutely
it's very hard
perfect movies.
for movies to get.
How is that not perfect?
Because
How is it not
you
perfect?
just named 2 flaws.
2 flaws. There's no such thing as a perfect movie.
Exactly.
So therefore, nothing would ever be 10 out of 10.
Actually, there is a
But
perfect
that would be like
movie.
saying
It's called
Casablanca,
The
it's a 9 out of 10 because it's not
Exactly.
perfect. What'd you say?
Exactly.
There is a perfect movie.
It's
called
definitely
The
not the
Avengers.
best movie.
The
we've
It's not
Avengers is a
perfect.
freaking popcorn flick that has it
Wait.
has the depth of a kiddie pool.
No, it doesn't.
Forrest
Okay,
Gump
guys,
is a Shawshank
for a minute
Redemption.
here. This is about Les Miserables,
Yeah,
not
thank
the
you,
Avengers.
thank
What's
you.
your rating?
Les Miserables? You gonna
I
go with
don't
that?
even remember how to say it again.
Miserable.
Miserable.
And
Les
my
Miserables.
rating is a solid 7.5 out of 10. I had some problems with it. The
Red,
runtime,
the color of Derek's blood.
the runtime was a little long.
Black.
The color of his heart.
His heart that he doesn't have.